Looking for something spooky to get you through the summer months? Hello, ghost hunters. Or maybe I should say ghost cleaners. I recently received a copy of Paranormal Cleanup for review purposes, and well, I've gotten in there and unclogged a few toilets just so I could tell you what I think. So let's start with what you can expect in Paranormal Cleanup. This is not a ghost hunting game. I would guess based on the name of the game, we're actually cleaning up after the ghosts. There are 5 maps, and each map has a set number of tasks to complete. These tasks can include things like sweeping up trash, unclogging toilets, wiping up ectoplasm, painting over satanic symbols, eating moldy pizza, yes, eating it, and taking out the garbage. Each map has a special set of tasks that should be completed too. For example, the first map wants you to collect all the bunnies and burn all the evil toys. This is fairly simple, but here's where things get weird. Although we're cleaning up, apparently destroying the house along the way is just fine. Toss your drink can wherever you happen to be. We clean up after ghosts, but not ourselves. Which makes me wonder, what are these ghosts eating, and why do they need to use the bathroom? Maybe we should have brought them some lettuce because their diet of moldy pizza is not doing them any favors. This game is multiplayer with up to 4 people. In fact, this is the way I recommend that you play. The more people, the easier your task will be, and the faster you will get through each location. Each of these tasks will award you with experience and some of them a small amount of cash. While you're completing these tasks, you'll want to also watch out for any cash laying around because apparently we can just pocket that. I guess the ghosts aren't exactly going to complain about it to anybody. So what about the ghost? There is one, and it does hunt, so to speak. While you're just minding your own business, this ghost will randomly decide it doesn't want you around anymore and it will come for you. The ability for the entity to hear you was added recently, so it can hear you if you make sounds in the game or you happen to use voice chat. Is it creepy? Is it scary? Well, sort of. Remember, I don't really get scared in these type of games. Not that I don't get jump scared ever, but generally speaking, I'm not terrified. Well, at least not anymore. Thanks for that, Phasmophobia. But this ghost is kind of creepy. You can hear it and sometimes you can see it. Overall, I'd give it a low score on the scary meter, but I'd also put Phasmophobia fairly low too. So if you're scared in Phasmophobia, you'll probably be scared in this. But if you're mostly fine, then you're probably mostly fine in Paranormal Cleanup. And as far as I can tell, a hiding spot is no guarantee of safety. I've had the ghost stand outside and then let me live, and then I've had it come in and get me too. The front door does lock, but escaping through a side door or the garage or a window are all options. So you're mostly just trying to avoid the angry spirit. This aspect of the game reminds me more of Devour or even Demonologist. And if you happen to come face to face with the ghost, no worries, you can pick yourself up, as long as you have a medkit. And if you don't have a medkit, well, that's why you bring friends with you. There are also these energy drinks which will help you with stamina and speed you up so that you can evade the evil being hunting you. While we're talking about evading these things, let me just say outside is not safe. Inside is not safe. Outside, also not safe. The van, not safe. Basically, nowhere but the lobby is safe. So keep this in mind. If you're not playing on hard mode, completing the special task tied to the map that you're playing does seem to banish the ghost from hunting, so you can complete some of those cleaning tasks. So keep this in mind if you find that your ghost is relentlessly hunting. Also, note that some areas of the map are locked until you find the key. So if you find the key, make sure you go unlock those doors for teammates as they can't access these areas until the player with the key does. One thing I prefer to have in every game is some sort of progression. I don't want to feel like I'm just running in place here for nothing. Thankfully, this game delivers in that area too. In the lobby, you can access a tree of skills that can be unlocked and upgraded, but only 5 can be equipped for each game. So choose wisely. You can also adjust difficulty in the lobby, change your map, upgrade your cleaning skills, and change your outfit or your character. All are nice touches and give an urgency to make you want to progress through the game. Okay, so what are some quirks about the game that might be hang-ups for you? First, this game feels like an early release indie game. That is not necessarily a bad thing though, because remember, Phasmophobia was an early release indie game. Heck, it still is. But this does mean that there might be some rough around the edges aspect to the game. First, I had issues with key bindings. While you can change your keys, and hallelujah, they have inverted Y, which is a huge pet peeve for me when developers don't include it. But for some reason, I couldn't move right. I suspect I know why, but I brought this to their Discord, and within less than a day, it was fixed and an update was pushed out. That's some quick turnaround if you ask me. And no, they didn't know I was about to make a video. Second, head bob. Come on, developers. No one wants this. Head bob is horrible. Why do people think when you're in a game, you need your head to have all this extra motion? Who's walking around in the real world looking at everything like this? Have you heard of motion sickness? Hello, my name is Chicky, and I've hugged my fair share of toilets because of motion sickness. I don't want to hug anymore, especially not the ones in this game. So if you're sensitive to this, maybe pitch the idea of turning off the head bob for those of us with sensitive stomachs. While there are some unique scares in this game, the scares need to be turned up to 11. It's minimal, and while I realize it's still early days, I'm hoping this will get adjusted to be more terrifying at some point. To be fair, I've been waiting for almost 5 years for Phasmophobia to do the same. Scare the bejeebers out of me already! Completing a game, like fully completing the game, is nearly impossible. I've played a lot of rounds at this point, in between a heart falling into the void, a teammate getting trapped inside a hole, ectoplasm that was nowhere to be found, and other tasks that were either way too difficult to complete or didn't exist. Getting a 100% seemed unlikely. I even dipped my toes into hard mode, and well, with just one teammate, I'm not sure this is possible. It's not hard mode, it's more like impossible mode. There needs to be a happy medium between the ghost hunts every 5 minutes and the ghost never stops hunting. But my biggest pet peeve is getting to the very end when you've missed just 1 or 2 things and just not being able to find them. This is not fun. When you're spending an hour in each map and leaving without 100%, well, that's more frustrating than it is fun. Having said all of that, do I recommend the game? Surprisingly, yes. I wasn't expecting to like this game, but I actually found it fun. I don't know that I would have enjoyed it as much solo, but with teammates, it was actually fun to search each location, find the task, figure out how to complete each bit, and avoid the ghost. I liked leveling up my skills and earning money to buy better perks. Each location was different from the previous, although some of the ghosts were the same from one map to the next, and the game is just $10 on Steam, which feels like a win to me. If you're looking for something to mix up your gaming this summer, this is a good game to pick up and explore with your friends. I guess it won't be a game most people will play daily for years, but it is a nice way to mix up your gaming from day to day. And I'd guess that some of my complaints will get addressed in future updates. Let's hope it's the head bob. And you definitely get more entertainment from this game than you would by spending that $10 somewhere else. Overall, if you can get your friends to play it with you, it would be a fun time for all. There are public games, at least every time I've gone into the game, there were some public games available, but best if you bring your own crew to assist in the unclogging of those toilets. If you give the game a try, let me know what you thought in the comments. If you're already playing and struggling with anything in particular, let me know and I'll see if I can help you out. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe so you never miss out on future content. Happy, cleaning?
There's hunting! Hunting! Holy, not much. Are we gonna get paid for this job?